Hey guys, it's Brandon Miniman from PocketNow.com, and in this video we're going to unbox the Amazon Kindle 3. This is the newest version with the 3G wireless connectivity. Let's get to it. So this is going to be a YouTube-only video because obviously the Kindle 3 is not a smartphone, but it has smartphone ties. If you buy a Kindle book, you can look at it on your Kindle device, your Apple iPhone or Apple iOS device, your Android phone, your PC, or your Mac. It's a very cross-platform technology, and Barnes & Noble is doing the same thing with the Nook. But the Kindle was first, and I actually had a Kindle, got the first generation Kindle. Remember when we saw pictures of this and everyone said, really hope that's a prototype device because it's so ugly. Well, since then, the Kindle has evolved tremendously to the point where it's lighter, thinner than ever, the contrast on the screen is much better, and the battery life is just insane. So without further ado, let's unbox the Amazon Kindle 3. Now, I also have an iPad, and we're going to compare the size of the Kindle 3 with the iPad, but a lot of people, including myself, find the iPad to be a very poor reading device for many reasons. Number one, the glare is horrible when you're reading outdoors. Number two, the pixel density is not high enough to where the text is very sharp. Reading on the iPad for a long period of time can cause eye strain. And number three, of course, the iPad is heavy relative to the Kindle. So holding it in your hand for an hour makes your hands really tired. Of course, you could set it up in a case or prop it up on something, but you really want to be able to hold a book in your hands, and the Kindle is extremely lightweight, especially this latest generation. Okay, let's unbox this. We're also going to be testing out the certified frustration-free packaging from Amazon. Hopefully that is true. And it looks kind of frustration-free, so let's rip this apart. Very beautiful display. We'll compare this to the first Kindle. Extremely lightweight. Can tell you that right now. It is thin. Razor thin. Let's see what else they include these days. Quick start guide with all of the letters talking about how to turn on. I'm really curious how this switches between 3G and Wi-Fi, if you can actually choose that. Of course, the first generation Kindle had a switch on the back to turn on and off the wireless radios. And of course, we have a charger either for your wall, directly into the wall. This is really cool, really slim. You can unplug it and plug it into your computer to charge. Let's see what it's using. Micro USB, that's good. The original Kindle used mini USB. Nothing else in the box. Let's put this aside and look at the Kindle and turn it on for the first time. Okay, so here it is. Has some instructions. Plug in your Kindle. This apparently has 1 month of battery life if you keep the wireless connectivity off. That is incredible. So let's take off these. This is the graphite. It also comes in white. Kind of has a soft touch rubber on the back, or plastic, which makes it good to feel in the hand. We've got some speakers back here. Let's see what else we have around the device. These are the new page turn buttons, placed a little better, much better than the original Kindle, which of course had the problem of when you picked up the device, you may have accidentally turned the page because these buttons were so close to the edge. I'm not seeing a button to turn on and off the wireless connectivity. Maybe that's done through the software now. I never had the original, or the Kindle 2. So we've got volume here and a power button. Let's see what happens when we flip it on. Such a lightweight, small device. Before we turn it on, let's compare it to the original Kindle, the Kindle 1. Much different. Let's get a bird's eye view. Okay, we're higher up now, and as you can see, the difference is huge, especially in the thickness department. The original Kindle was shaped like a wedge, so it was really thick on the left and then very thin on the right. But the new Kindle, the Kindle 2 and then the Kindle 3, were very thin all the way across. It's about the same length here. In terms of width, they are also about the same, but the new Kindle is a little bit smaller. Let's compare it to the iPad just for good measure here. So here's the iPad, heavy, bulky device. Next to the original, or the Kindle 3, you can see that you could probably fit 2 Kindle 3s on the screen of the iPad. Definitely a much more portable device, and that's really what the Kindle is intended to be. The ultimate reading device. One function, although it can go on the internet. So let's turn it on. I think that's how you turn it on. You should probably read the instructions. Plug in your Kindle. Slide and release the power switch below, and your screen will refresh for a few moments. Okay, something's happening. We'll wait for it to turn on. And there it goes. The Kindle 3 also boasts much faster page turns compared to the Kindle 2. And compared to the original Kindle, the Kindle 1, the difference is going to be night and day with the speed of page turns. The original Kindle was about 1 second for every page turn, which still wasn't that bad. The Kindle 3 should be about a half a second or even a quarter of a second. Should mention that Kindle 1 is broken. This dropped on the ground and the screen just doesn't work anymore. So it's another reason I wanted to replace the Kindle 1 with the new Kindle 3. So let's let it boot up. And the improved contrast is really apparent. That's another advantage between all the generations, the different generations of Kindle devices. They've increased the contrast, making the blacks blacker, so it looks even more like a printed page. While it's booting up, just going to plug it in. It's always good to charge an electronic right out of the box. Give it a full charge there. Okay, let's see if it's registered to my account, my Kindle account, which already has well over a dozen books downloaded. Okay, so welcome to Kindle. I'm not going to read that. And a lot has changed since the first generation Kindle, so I'm a little bit disoriented here. Let's go to Home. Of course, in the first generation Kindle, there was a Home button here, but now it just says the word Home. And definitely faster page turns, although that really wasn't that good of a test. So let's try to sync this up with my account. I'm going to go into the settings, assuming the menu button will do that. Shopping Kindle Store, settings. Looks like it's got a new selection tool. Okay, good. It's registered to me. It's on 3G right now. This is using AT&T's 3G. The original Kindle used Sprint's 3G. And we should be able to download some books. There it goes, archived items. This is what I want. This D-pad is a little strange, and I feel like I'm going to hit the button below it accidentally. Hopefully that I get used to that. And here are all my books, so I can go to any one, click on it, and it's downloading. Let's see how long that takes. And since I'm using the Kindle application on multiple phones and on my laptop and my desktop, I've reached the number of license limits. So I'm going to have to deregister one of the devices in order to get this to work. And once I do that and get a little bit accustomed to it, I'll come back on and talk more about the Kindle 3 and the experience with it. Again, just a quick look and unboxing at the new Kindle 3. It's not a smartphone, but it has smartphone ties because the application is available for pretty much every mobile device right now. So please thumbs up this video, and thanks for watching. That's it for now.